literally. We then found a freezer full of ice cream. Wait a minute here. Let's go back to bananas.
Hi, my name's and I'm the cinematographer of our film. My role for the most part was I took a lot of pictures of our project as we progressed, and I documented everything that we did. So basically I went around to a lot of markets and took pictures of a lot of food, so that way we had the prices and pictures for our video, and we could take the prices of the food from Paris and Detroit and upload them to a spreadsheet. And I spent a lot of time converting the Paris prices from euros to US dollars so that we could compare the prices really easily. So me and Annie also spent a lot of time doing those spreadsheets and analyzing that data. And one thing that was really hard for me for this project, when I spent a lot of time doing online research too about economic facts for not only Paris but Detroit too, but the Paris data was really hard because I found that almost everything I was reading was in French, and my French isn't very good, but it's gotten better spending a month here in Paris doing research, so I was able to finally find the data I needed, but it was definitely hard and took a lot of time to find the correct stuff. So we selected our topic. We juggled around with a few ideas, but our topic was something that really stuck out to all of us. I remember when I was a freshman in college at Michigan State, I took a couple classes on nutrition freshman year, which is something I've always been really interested in, and I just remember hearing about food deserts and thinking it was a really interesting problem, and all of us in this group were kind of on the same page about it and all found it really interesting. So when it came time to select our final topic that we actually wanted to use for our research, this idea just really stuck out to all of us. I don't know how to make it rain very good.
My name is Jessica Mitzi, and I was the director of this movie. One thing that we really struggled with was narrowing down our topic of food deserts to a project we could actually do in a month. There's many directions that we could have gone. We ended up focusing on 3 topics, which were market density in Paris and Detroit, the transportation systems in Paris and Detroit, and the economics of the 2 cities. Some topics that we really wanted to focus on but couldn't was the surrounding areas, surrounding suburbs. Both in Paris and Detroit, it's very interesting to see the demographics of those people, and also Detroit has gone through some really interesting demographic changes over the last 50 years. Paris has stayed pretty consistent. We wanted to look into those things, but we could not.
And I was the digital editor of our film. I spent a lot of time on my iPad editing our film, and I just overall wanted to say how thankful I was to have such a hardworking group. We got so much done and we worked very, very well together. Every single person put a lot of effort into it, and honestly our project wouldn't have been the same without one member of our group. Normally I dread working in groups because, I mean, a lot of us have been through this where we feel like we're doing all of the work, but everyone in our group pulled equal weight, and it was really, really nice to have that. And I wouldn't dread or not look forward to going to our meetings, just because every time we were there, we got everything done we wanted to, and we always managed to have fun. Just so beautiful, you know?
I like that.
It's just so pretty.
I can see your tears glistening.
They are. This is happening.
We're just gonna have a solid minute of the struggles of Annie. That should be a separate video. Okay.
Barton, and I was the MooF and the digital guru for the group. So I was in charge of making the website and putting it all together, as well as this little MooF video that we're working on right now. I also did some research on the transportation aspect of our project, so comparing both systems, and then I took pictures throughout our time here, collecting data to show how we made this film and all of our research kind of coming together. An interesting part of working on this project was the aspect of living in Paris and how it sometimes hindered our work or made it a little more difficult to collect data. Most of our time here it has been extremely hot, so going out and collecting data when you're like sweating was not fun. And also sometimes it was really hard to collect data because we didn't know where we were going, so we had to figure out how to use metro systems and areas we weren't familiar with. So that also sometimes made collecting data a little challenging, but nevertheless we got it done, and I think we're all very happy with our final product.
Oh, I'm videotaping this.
Oh my god.